the future of farming. First, to explain what vertical farms are and how they work, vertical farming is the agricultural process in which crops are grown on top of each other, rather than in the traditional horizontal rows. Growing vertically allows for conservation in space, resulting in higher crop yield per square foot of land used. Vertical farms are mainly located indoors, such as warehouses, where they have the ability to control the environmental conditions for the plants to succeed. Farming is destroying our planet and its entire ecosystem. In just America alone, 38% of our land is used for farming. This land all used to be habitats and home for wildlife that we have taken and destroyed for our own dietary needs. Not only is land being wasted, but water as well. Farms around the world account for 70% of all the water that is consumed annually. Of that 70% used by farmers, 40% is lost due to the environment due to poor irrigation systems, evaporation, and overall poor water management. Indoor farming solves these issues by reusing all the water so that not a drop is wasted. Every year, the U.S. uses more than 1 billion pounds of pesticides, which can impact ecosystems and diminish the soil health. An estimated 70% of the U.S. produce has traces of these pesticides. Vertical farms allow for an environment to grow pesticide-free produce in a controlled and protected space. But why are pesticides bad? Well, studies have shown that pesticide exposure can be linked to cancer, reproductive effects, neurotoxicity, kidney damage and liver damage, birth defects, developmental changes, and a wide range of other negative side effects. Back to my previous point, forests around the world are being burned to the ground just for the ever-growing demand and the expansion of farms. There are many reasons that forest fires are horrible for the environment, but here are just a few. They can disrupt transportation, communications, power and gas service, and water supply. They also emit carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases that will continue to warm the planet well into the future, causing an acceleration on global warming. And the flames from these fires destroy the food source and the homes of many animals, threatening their survival. Regular farms simply don't stand a chance against vertical farms. Vertical farming has a better usage of space. Traditional farms need fertile, arable land, but vertical farms can be designed and built in any climate or location, irrespective of weather conditions or temperature extremes. And because of their stacking ground systems allow them to expand upwards, it's also to achieve higher productivity on smaller land area. It is also much more environmentally friendly. Indoor farming can be good for the environment because it massively reduces the amount of fossil fuels needed for farming equipment, which is not required to sow, fertilize, weed, or harvest the crops. And finally, for the last main reason why vertical farms are superior to traditional farms, is that traditional farming is much more risky for the people involved. Traditional farming has gained an unwanted reputation for the workplace being riddled with health and safety violations. With no heavy machinery or chemicals used for indoor farming, it obviously does not boast the same occupational hazards, significantly reducing the risk of injury and having lower labor costs while at it. Fully automated indoor farming growing systems do not need huge amounts of manual labor to achieve successful year-round production. People with low-level skills are still required to sort and pack harvests, which is not only beneficial to the companies because labor costs are much cheaper, but is also more beneficial to the buyers since their produce is going to be much more hygienic. Finally, to summarize all my points, I will list out the pros and cons here using this table. The pros are the economical usage of space, the constant crop production, reduces the water usage, cuts transport costs, it's less labor costs, and it's more energy efficient. However, there are cons. There is less pollination for the bugs. It is almost entirely technology dependent, and it has the possibility to affect communities built around farming since it will be taking away those positions.